Okay, so just come onto your back into Shavasana. Take this minute here to just kind of get inside your body and feel your breath. There is one more live stream left for this very long winter spring session. So next week will be our last live stream, and then we start up again in September with live streams. All right. So here we go. It's time. So onto your backs, if you're not there already. Open up nice and wide with the legs, arms, palms are up. Just closing a window here. Somebody just decided to use a weed whacker. Okay. Ah. Now slowly begin turning your head from right to left, keeping the chin tucked in a bit so you don't have the chin protruding to the ceiling. You're tucking it in toward your body. Just beginning to move right and left. Soften the shoulders, the upper back while you do this. And then bring your head back to center. Both arms come up, palms are facing each other. Now listen, press your shoulders down toward the ground so that you get your upper back as wide as you can get it here. Press down. Bring your legs a little closer. Legs are parallel, just in case they were open wide. Now, lift your fingertips up toward the ceiling and feel the sides of your upper back, your wing bones lift up. And now place them back down into the ground again, wide as you can, and lift them up as much as you can. Keep the chin to the chest, the neck relaxed. Now back down nice and wide. Take the hands together, intertwine your fingers, turn your palms up to your ceiling, and press your palms up to the ceiling. Now bring the arms overhead slowly. Feel those shoulder joints open up here. Nice. Now press the palms away from the crown of your head. Draw your navel down. And then lift your palms back up to the ceiling. Turn your palms toward you, bend the elbows, scoop your hands under your head, and nestle the heel of your palms into the base of your skull. Now listen up. Press the palms, and I'm talking about the lower part, the heels of your palms, the lowest part of your palms, right above your wrists. Press them into the base of your skull as hard as you can. And now press the base of your skull away from your shoulders. So press the head up, elongating the top of your spine, your cervical spine, your neck. Now lift your head as you bring your elbows in, taking your chin to your chest, curling your neck forward, and breathe here. Nice release through the forehead, the eyeballs. Another deep inhale and exhale. Press the heels into the base of your skull. Give yourself that nice little pressure. Now, straighten the skull, face up to the ceiling. Widen those elbows. Bring the head back down. Open the arms in a nice T position. Make sure that the arms are not higher than your shoulders. Bring your legs in so that they're hip distance, maybe even a little closer. Legs are parallel. Flex your heels and open your toes wide. Really open them up. Press your calves into the ground and draw your navel to the ground at the same time. Yeah, feel the thighs too. Soften across the shoulders. Soften the right leg and lift the left leg to the ceiling. Let's let the left leg be first this time. It's always the right. All right, now grab a hold of that leg, intertwine your fingers behind it, anywhere but behind the knees. Bend your elbows to the sides and draw the top of that thigh toward you. It's okay if the knee bends a little bit. We just want to get the hamstrings. So close your eyes and feel that area that you're opening between the knee, your left knee, and your left hip. Soften the shoulders. Breathe here. Deep breaths. Release the leg, bring it straight up to the ceiling. Release the right arm in a T position. Take the left hand to the inside of that left leg and slowly, very slowly, draw that leg down to the left side. You're going to feel the groin and the inner thigh open. Okay? Now, flex the foot when it's just off the ground, as close to the ground as you can get it. Release the left hand so that arm is in a T position too. Flex through the heel and make circles out to the side here. Nice and controlled. If you want, you can put your right hand over your right hip bone to make sure that that hip bone doesn't turn to the side, to the left. It's going to move a little bit, but you don't want to turn the whole torso. Reverse the circle. Nice. Bend that knee. Take the knee back to center. Now clasp over your left shin, intertwine fingers, bend the elbows, and just press the shin down. And it's squeezing into the left side of your torso, descending colon, getting a nice compression here. Breathe. Now, make the breath rib cage breath. In other words, you want to expand the rib cage 360 degrees. Don't forget the back of the rib cage. Open that as well with your breath. If you want, you can breathe out through the mouth, but breathe in through the nose for sure. And just notice that left hip releasing here. Nice. Release the left arm into a T pose. Right hand takes the side of that left leg, slowly draws it across your torso to the right side of your mat. We're doing a spinal twist. All right. Once that leg comes down in position and you're as deep as you're going to get, release the right arm if you want to, or keep the right hand into the leg and gently press into it. Get that left shoulder as relaxed as possible. That may mean drawing that left arm a little lower. All right, here we go. Put in some rib cage breath. 360 degrees all the way around. Full breath. One more. All right, listen up. Remove your right hand from the leg if you have it there. Now you're in a full T position with the arms. Straighten the left leg, take it off the ground, flex the heel, and make circles here. This isn't going to be easy. It's a deep, deep use of the left hip. All right, reverse. Try to keep it controlled. Bend the knee, take it to center. All right. Just grab a hold of the shin and just give that leg another press down. Release in the hip, and then release that leg. Okay. Flex both heels, widen the space between the toes, press the calves as deeply as you can into your mat, and now draw the belly down. Make sure the shoulders don't come into the picture. Keep them relaxed. So you've got your thighs and your calves very active here. Soften the left foot. Bring the right leg up to the ceiling. Take a hold of the back of the leg, anywhere but behind the knee. Intertwine, bend the elbows, draw the right thigh toward you. Okay, close your eyes. Feel it right behind the thigh, from the knee all the way up to the hip. Just get into that sensation. Feel it, observe it, witness it. Release the left arm, T pose, palm is up. Right hand comes to the inside of the right leg, slowly draws it down to the side. Left hand can be on left hip if you want. Okay, and then before it touches the ground, flex the heel, release the right hand into a T, and make some circles with your heel. They're going to be small. Try to control them. This is not easy. Reverse. Notice how the shoulders want to get into the picture, oddly enough, right? Like, what good can they do? But whenever we try really hard, when there's a lot of effort, the shoulders and neck tend to tighten. Bend the knee, bring it back to center. Take a hold with intertwined fingers over that right shin, bend the elbows, and really press that right thigh into your right torso. Ascending colon. 360-degree breaths, add them here. Feel this. Notice the feeling deep in the right hip from those circles and the opening of the stretch. All right, release that right arm, right palm is to the ceiling. Left hand takes a hold of the side of the leg, draws it across your body and toward the left side of your mat. Spinal twist to the left this time. Again, that hand can stay on the leg, or you can bring it out into a full T position, left arm, right arm. Now the breath, full opening of the rib cage with every inhale. Release that left hand from the leg if you have it there. So a full T position with the arms. Straighten the right leg, flex through the hip, and make some circles. Not easy. Deep, deep work here. Reverse the circles. Bend the knee, bring it back to center. All right, get the spine straight, lower back is into the ground. Grab a hold of that shin bone again. Press that right leg into you again. And feel that hip get nice and open. All right, lift your shoulders and your face to the ceiling. I know that you still have your hands on your shin. Switch legs. Press the right leg out, but keep it above the ground. Switch. Now, if you want to, you can take your hands behind the head, give your neck a little break, really push out through those heels. Make every straightening of the leg really nice and strong. Flexed heels, feel the abdominals work. hold it here. The knee that's up, turn your torso toward it and hold. Switch, other side. Switch. Switch. Now, full on bicycle. Both sides. Take your time, a little faster than we were doing before though. And remember to lift and turn your torso here. Lift and turn. Now bring both knees in, hold them in, feet are flexed, hold, 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 and pulse. Pulse the chest up toward the, well, kind of toward the thighs, but more toward the knees. Think more toward the knees because you kind of want to go up and up. So this isn't like a crunch, it's more upper abs. Now let's move it to crunch. Knees to the chest, straighten it out. Crunch, straighten, crunch. So you exhale when you're crunching, right in the middle there, when the knees come in. Exhale when you open up. Inhale when you open up, sorry. Now pulse at the top, little pulses. And bring your feet down, bring your head down. Bring the soles of your feet together, let the knees open to the side. Nice bound angle pose. Take your hands to your inner thighs and just put a little bit of pressure, just a little bit. Mostly just really the weight of your hands. Close your eyes, feel that nice opening, inner thighs. Now bring your knees together. Feet off the ground, cross at the ankles. Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to come up into a shoulder stand. So just kind of rock forward and back. And then finally, bring your hips up off the ground, uncross your legs, and feet are going straight up to the ceiling. Rotate your legs in toward one another slightly. Press deeply into the arms here. Now send the right leg over your head. Keep the left leg up. Now the right leg comes up. Left leg goes over your head. Left leg comes up. Both legs come over. So jackknife is where you don't touch the ground. You've just got the legs above you. Full plow is where the feet touch the ground. It's up to you. Now slowly roll out of this, letting the spine come down into the mat, using your hands to slow it down. Nice. Open your arms in a T position. Press your navel down toward your mat. Flex your heels, turn your toes out, and now make circles with those heels. They're glued together. Lower back massage, abdominal work continuing. Reverse those circles. All right. Now, cross at the ankles, kick your feet up to the ceiling, and come on up. Taking it into table pose here. So spread those fingers out wide, and middle finger is making a T with the top of your mat. Now press firmly into the tops of your feet and lift your belly. Nice and strong. Bend the elbows back, pick up your tail, send your heart forward for cow pose. Let your udders drop. And pick up the spine, curl the tail down to the ground, crown to the ground, and cat pose. Another cow pose, inhale. Another cat pose, exhale. Cow, inhale. Cat, exhale. One more, inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. And take it to table pose. Take your right knee in just a little bit off center. Send your left leg back. Continuing with that left leg first. Okay, flex the heel behind you. Press into the hands. Lift the heel a little higher. Bend that left knee and take it towards your left shoulder. Okay. Now take the knee down toward the ground, but don't touch. Now take it slightly to the right and behind you. Now to the side and to the shoulder and down. So what we're doing, pretend you have a Sharpie that's coming off your knee, and you want to make the biggest circle you can. Biggest circle you can. Really getting deep into those hips tonight. Reverse that circle. Doesn't have to be fast. Just get it as big as you can make it. Control. Now lift the knee to the side. Bring it down. Bring it up. Fire hydrants. Bring it down. Bring it up. I know you feel it. Bring it down. Bring it up. One more time. Up and down. Okay. Get your table nice and aligned again. Feel that left hip. Take the left knee in, just off center. Send the right leg out with a flexed heel. Push out through that heel. Feel the right glutes work. Press into the hands. Lift it a little higher. Bend the knee. Take it to the shoulder. Now down and slightly to the left and up and to the side, to the shoulder, down slightly to the left. So what you're trying to do, everyone, is you're trying to move your femur bone in a really big circular motion in the hip joint. That's one way you can look at it, one perspective. Another is you've got that Sharpie pen at the end of your right knee, and you're going for a really big kind of circular form here. Reverse. Keep the knee up to the side. Bring it down. Fire hydrant. Up, down, control, up, down. Two more. Only two more. One and two. Bring the knee down. Come into table pose. Now move your knees out to the sides of your mat. Press your hips back toward your heels. Walk your hands forward and drop your torso toward the mat. Nice long spine here. Lift up with your head. Walk your paws to the right, as far over to the right as you can. Drop down. Left lateral torso is really open here. Bend the elbows, drop. Breathe. Rib cage breath. Lifting your head. Stay low with the torso. Walk your paws to the other side as far over as you can get them. Bend the elbows, drop down. There's the other side of the torso open for you. Deep breath. Lift your head, bring your hands back to center, walk them in toward you, curl your toes, lift your knees, and just come into a squat like this with the knees really wide open and you're on your tippy toes. You're on your tippy toes. Okay, come to your fingertips and see if you cannot place, if you can, place your hands to the tops of your legs. You're in the tippy toes, press down onto the toe pads, use especially the big toe for balance here. Now, drop your heels into the ground and come into your regular squat. Hands in Namaste Mudra and elbows pressing into the legs to keep them nice and open. Let your hips really relax. Really relax. Don't hold on to it. Yeah, nice way to get the pelvis nice and balanced here. Press into the feet. Feel the feet pressing into your mat. Now, lift from the pelvic floor. Remember, that's between your pubic bone and your anus. Right in that area, lift. Use that to lift you up. Open the arms into star pose. Now lift the chest to the ceiling and open that star pose wide. Arms, star pose. Turn your feet facing forward or toed in and come down, hinging from your hips. Turn the palms up to the ceiling. Press your arms behind you. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bring your torso down, head facing the ground. Palms facing in front of you and arms straight up. Bend the elbows, intertwine your fingers, straighten your arms, and send your knuckles up to the ceiling. Soften your neck, soften your head. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Bend your knees. Sit in a little chair. It's a wide one, I know. Pressing your arms back here. And just pulse right here. We really warmed up the hips. Let's strengthen them now. So keep your belly pulled up, keep your back straight, and just low pulses here in a very wide squatted position. Now come up, legs are straight, feet are still facing forward. Send the arms behind you. And now take the knuckles to the ground, chest up to the ceiling. And now bend forward again, hinging from your hips. Taking your knuckles up to the ceiling. You're wide, your stance is wide, everyone. Relax your neck. Release your hands. Grab the backs of your ankles. Bend your knees, sit in a chair. It's a wide chair. Look forward, send the arms forward. Pulse here. Low pulses in your chair, like you're just tapping the top of a kindergarten seat. Nice. Now come up. star pose. Lift your heart, star pose with the back bend. Bring the arms down to the sides. Now bring them up to star pose again. All right, now take your legs, bring them closer together. Feet are facing forward, legs about hip distance apart or so. Come forward again, hinging from your hips. See, the feet are closer now. Little forward fold here. Fingertips into the ground. Come onto your tippy toes. Press your toe pads into your mat. Lift your hips as high, or your heels as high as they can go. Now bend your knees and come down into this little squatted pose with the tippy toes again. Keep the tippy toes. Press into the toes. Straighten your legs. Drop your heels. Forward fold again. Take your right hand directly under your head. Bend your right knee. Lift your left sitting bone. Lift your left arm. You guys know this one. Oh, there's the sciatic nerve. Getting a nice toning in the back of the left leg. Feel how it just runs down the leg from the hip. Turn the palm, the one that's up in the air, turn it in the opposite direction so that pinky is coming to the left. Bring that arm to your right side. Bend the elbow. See if you can't give yourself a bind. Now bend the left knee. Sit in a chair. Release your right arm forward. You're in a twisted chair and a bind. If you can't do the bind, just keep the left arm back behind you. Lift up by straightening the legs. Drop back and let that right arm reach over. Now the arm comes forward. Now you sit in a chair. Now you release the left arm and bring it forward. Palms are facing each other. You're in a traditional chair pose. Swing the arms back, bring them up and lift. Swan dive and fall forward. Give yourself another nice forward fold here. Release your neck. Left palm comes under your head. Left knee bends this time. Back of the right leg is wide open. Lift the sitting bone. Just think it. Now lift the right arm. Nice twist. Now turn that palm so it faces the opposite way. Now bring that arm behind you. Bend the elbow. Give yourself a bind. If you're not a binder, just bring that arm back. Now bend the right knee. Sit in a chair. Lift the left arm in front of you. Feel the feet. That's your foundation. Lift up by straightening the legs. Dip that left arm overhead. Bring the arm forward. Sit in a chair again. You're still twisted. Release the right arm. Bring it forward. You're in a regular chair pose. Take the hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring them to your heart. Twist to one side. Lock that elbow into the side of the leg. Open your arms and fly if you want to tonight. Give yourself a bind if you want that as well. Lots of options. Back to Namaste Mudra. Unswivel, come to center, lift. Swan dive, exhale. Sit in a chair, scoop your arms forward. Tuck your belly back. Sit a little lower. Hands in Namaste Mudra, take it in. Twist to the other side, lock that elbow, twist some more. Spread your wings is another level. Bind is yet another. Release. Hands to Namaste Mudra, bring it to center, lift. And open up here. Take your hands forward into the mat, feet back, down dog. Okay, we're finally in down dog. So whatever you want to do, you can bend one knee and the other. You can rock your hips side to side. Press down into those palms. Push your mat forward. Send your chest back. Right foot comes in, just off center line. Left leg lifts up. Turn the hips to the left. Press more firmly into the right hand. Keep that right shoulder open and strong. Lift the leg a little higher. Pulse that ankle to the ceiling, little pulses. Nice. Bend the knee. Let the leg fall back a bit. Feel the nice twist at the bottom of your torso here. And circle the foot to get at that left ankle. Just releasing that left ankle, reverse. Straighten the leg. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Glide forward. Straighten the left leg. Forward until the shoulders are over the wrists. Bring the leg up again, three-legged dog. Look forward, left foot comes forward between your hands. Press down into the left sole of the foot and press down into the right toe pads. The right heel is lifted. Shimmy the right toes back, far back as you can get them. Squeeze the right butt cheek. Now straighten the left knee, pyramid pose. Drop the right heel. Walk your hands back. And if you want to bend your elbows back and drop your torso into that leg, you'll get even more. More opening in that left hip, left leg. And then bend the left knee until it's over the ankle. Take your right hand next to the left foot. Reach out with the left fingertips. Now listen to this. When we lift, before you lift, when we lift that left arm up to the ceiling, make sure you keep that left hip drawing towards center. It tends to jut out when you rotate. Draw it in. You'll feel that. Bend the elbow in cactus pose and turn your torso so that you can look toward the back of your mat. Send the arm forward, bring that hand down again. Drop the right knee, top of the right foot, come to the fingertips and lift your torso and press your hips forward so you can get that right hip flexor. If you want to, you can walk your hands to the top of your left thigh and do it that way. Just a little bit more challenging for balance. Either way, you're going to get that right hip flexor. Bring your hands down if they were to the top of your thigh. Curl your right toes. Lift the right knee. Look back at that right foot. You want to bring it forward a bit and turn that foot out. Then you want to place your feet on different train tracks. Keep your left knee over your ankle and come on up, warrior one. Oh, nice. Hands in Namaste Mudra here. Take them to your chest and press your hands into one another. Keep the elbows high and the shoulders low. Press into your hands so much that you feel the shoulders and the chest ignite. Keep that pressure, keep that pushing toward each other, the fingers, the hands. Now rotate the fingertips toward you. Oh yeah, feel the wrists. Very nice, very nice. All the keyboarding we do now. Now rotate the fingertips up to the ceiling. Keep pressing them into one another. Get some bang for your buck here. Now fingertips away from you. And there now you can see those inner wrists. Bring them toward you. Keep the elbows away. And now press. Bring your hands in a soft mudra and turn to the left. And pulse. Right obliques. Feel it. Bring it back to center. Lift the arms. I'm going to have to turn to get the right way here. Okay. Hands in Namaste Mudra. Bring it forward toward the front of your mat. Let your left arm drop to the inside of that left leg. Press them into one another. Now lift the right arm. Okay, this is the place where binders can put in their bind. One arm or both. Or just don't bind at all. If you're a double binder, straighten that front leg, drop your head, just for fun. Release that. Release the bind. Take the right arm over your ear and reach. Reach. Unlock your right waist. Reach some more. Cartwheel up to warrior two. Soften the shoulders. Lift from the crown of your head. Pull your navel back. Press down into both your feet. Watch that left palm rotate up toward the ceiling. Spread the fingers apart to shine it up. Lift it up and over your head. Drop the right arm. Okay, here we go. Left rib cage, you got it wide open. 360-degree breath here. Try it. Not easy. Even the back of the rib cage. Back to warrior two. Straighten your left knee. Turn those toes toward the right side of your mat. Okay, so now get yourself in a nice wide position here. Come on down. Invert. Drop your torso. Let your head be heavy to really open up the neck bones. Palms under your head. Straighten your arms. Here we go into a wide dog as you walk your hands forward. Drop your head between your biceps. Lift your heart up toward your belly button. Soften the elbows a bit here. Glide forward. Walk your hands back. Turn your left toe to the front of your mat again. Bend that knee over the ankle. Lift the right heel. Turn the right toes forward. Walk your hands forward. We're going to move it into pigeon pose from here. So walk that left foot to the right side of your mat. Knee to the left. Send the right leg straight back. Level the hips and come on down. Slowly take your body up and then swing your right leg forward. Bring the leg straight out of your hip. Okay, and then you have the sole of the foot, that left foot into your right inner thigh. Now, really concentrate on pressing that knee down. Now, scooch the heel and the sitting bone back as you come forward over that leg, and then make your way all the way down, as far down as you can get it. And then once you get it as deep as you're going to go tonight, just soften everything, just melt over that leg. And then add that rib cage breath. Slowly lift up. Now listen, bend the right knee so that the shin is right next to you, and then the other shin like on the side, and then the other shin is running parallel to the other side of your mat. Okay, pull your navel back, turn your torso slightly to the left. Look over your right shoulder and take a look at that leg. You're going to lift the foot and the lower leg off the ground. You might need to come forward a bit with your body to do this, but small lifts. Continuing that work deep into the hip area. Just tiny lifts, nice and controlled. And release. All right, going to the front of your mat again. I don't know how to come out of this. Well, I guess you could put your right toes into the ground and then bring your left leg back. Come into down dog somehow. Back into our dog. Take the left foot in, bring the right leg up. Press forward into the hands to send the chest back. Lift that right heel a little higher. Pulse it to the ceiling a little bit here. Nice. Now turn your hips and open them. Notice you've loaded into that left arm, left hand. Press more firmly into the left hand. Keep that shoulder open and strong. Now pulse again to the ceiling. Now bend the knee. Let the foot fall to the left a bit. Keep pressing into that left hand and circle the foot. Releasing the right ankle this time. Reverse. Straighten that leg. Turn your hips so they're facing the mat. Glide forward until your shoulders are over your wrists and hold that right leg up. Hold the belly up. Push back, lift that right leg up again. Look forward, right foot comes forward between your hands. Look down at your right foot. Press it into the mat. Press your left toes into the mat. Shimmy them back a bit. Squeeze the left butt cheek. And now straighten the right knee. Drop the left heel. Walk your hands back. And if you want to, bend the elbows. Drop over that shin. Feel this. Bend the knee. Take the left hand close to that foot. Right arm reaches forward. More. Now, as you lift that right arm, draw that right hip. Think about drawing it towards center. Bend the elbow in a cactus pose, twist, and look toward the back of your mat. Keep that hip drawn in, keep that hip drawn in. Send the arm forward and the hand down. Shimmy the toes back a little more, left foot. Squeeze the left glutes just because it feels good. Drop the left knee, top of the left foot, come up to the fingertips, push forward. Another option is taking hands to the top of the thigh, push forward. And come back down. Curl the left toes, lift the knee off the ground, look back at the left foot, hop it forward, take the foot about 45 degrees, maybe walk the right one over if you need to separate your tracks for these feet, and come on up, warrior one. Hands in Namaste Mudra overhead, bring them down, lift the elbows. Soft mudra, don't press too hard here. Turn it to the right and pulse. Bring it back to center, lift. Come forward with your torso, reach forward. Right arm drops inside the right leg, press leg and arm into one another, lift the left arm and open this up. Bind if you want to. If you have a double bind, you may want to straighten that front leg and drop your head. Bend the knee. Release the bind. This is for the binders. Left arm comes over your ear and you reach, reach, reach. Cartwheel up, warrior two. Soften the shoulders, spread the arms wide. Look out over your middle finger. Watch the palm rotate to the ceiling. And when the fingertips open, the palm shines. Keep that shiny palm lifted to the ceiling. Lose the left arm. Open the right side of your rib cage here. Now give it breath. 360-degree breath. Try it. Not easy, right? Because you've got a big lateral twist here. Release back into warrior two, then into warrior one. Come forward here, moving it into pigeon. So lift that back foot, turn those toes forward, and then walk the front foot to the left side of your mat. Knee to the right. Send the right leg straight back. And come on down, level your hips. Slowly bring yourself out of it. Take the left leg forward. Right knee bent to the side. Sole of that foot is into the left inner thigh. Flex the heel. So you just come forward a little bit with a straight back. Think about your back as this yardstick that you're taking forward. Now, drag that left leg back a little bit, that long straight leg back a little bit, and then make your way over the leg. Right knee presses down toward the ground. Now just melt into it. And then add your breath. Slowly bring yourself up. Now we're going to bend that left knee to the side. Okay, so right shin is parallel to one edge of your mat, left shin to the other edge of your mat. Okay, fingertips on either side of the right leg, and you just turn your belly button toward the right a little bit. And then you look back over your shoulder at that left leg, and then you probably want to take your torso slightly forward away from that leg, and then lift and lower. So it's from the foot to the knee. Nice and controlled. It's really deep work. And release that. All right, now take both legs in front of you, make them straight. And then walk your hips back, one hip at a time, as you take your body forward at the same time. It's just a tricky way to get into a seated forward fold. And then just come over your legs. Don't get hung up about how far down you can go. Just feel this. And then just round your back and drop over your legs. Drop your head too. 360-degree breath right here. And slowly lift up and come on to standing. Okay, before we waterfall, got something new for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to fall back on our hips. So up on your toes and falling back on your heels, I mean. So go up on your tippy toes and drop. Tippy toes, drop. And when you drop, just drop everything. Drop. Tippy toes, drop. Okay, now bend your knees and just start to get your arms going sideways. Actually, open your legs a little bit more. Now, the foot that you're moving away from, go up onto that toe. Now lift the leg off the ground. Use that nice deep exhale, that detox exhale. And now bring your legs back about hip distance apart. We're going to waterfall. Inhale up. Fall down and exhale. Bring it up. Exhale through the mouth. In through the nose. Last one, stay down. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Take your feet a little wider, bend your elbows, clasp opposite elbows gently. Feel the arm bones get really heavy. Feel the wing bones separate, the neck elongate. Feel the lower back opening. You've just got this nice heavy feeling in the body. If you want to, you can do just a teeny tiny back and forth swing, like the trunk of an elephant, but not much. Keep that opening in the body. Don't work too hard here. And then drop the arms, press into the feet, slowly roll up. Hands in tree position or mountain position, excuse me, with the palms forward. Lift the shoulders up to your ears, squeeze them there. Now bring them back, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Now drop the shoulders as deeply as you can. Use some muscle to get them down. Now bring them forward, then up to your ears, then back and down. Forward and up, back and down, and mountain pose, Tadasana. Soften those shoulders. Bring your arms up overhead. Namaste Mudra over your crown. Bring it to your chest. And release. All right, bringing it down to the ground on our bellies. Belly facing the earth. And crocodile pose for restoration. Restore. Okay, feet are toed in, legs hip distance apart. Your head is glued to the top of your hands. Lift your arms off the mat. Lift the legs off the mat. Send your arms out to the sides. Now squeeze them toward the sides of your body. Lift your chest some more. Now kick the feet. Little flutter kicks for the feet, the legs. Stop the fluttering. Arms to the sides. Bend the elbows. Place your forehead back on your hands. Let it all down. All right, palms chest level. Elbows draw in toward your body, then down toward your feet. Lift your pubic bone off the mat, round it to your belly, drop it down again. And here we go for cobra. Your expression of cobra. Remember, cobra's not high, cobra's just right here. But if you're a backbender and you want to go into backbend, you can easily go from cobra to backbend. Then when you come down again, keep those elbows drawn in and get the weight out of your hands as soon as possible. Maybe even take them off the mat. Forehead meets the mat. Come back up for another one. And possibly a lateral twist at the top if that feels okay. Looking over one shoulder and then the other. And then back down again. Forehead meets the mat, and then turn your head to one side. Relax your arms to the sides, palms up. Open your legs. Keep your feet toed in. And just rest into that cheekbone. Try to really relax the neck in this position. And then slowly turn your head to the other side. And then bring your head back to center position, palms to the sides of you, chest level. Pick yourself up into a tabletop pose. Feel your tabletop pose. Curl your tail and begin to send the hips back toward your feet to open your spine for child's pose. And once you're down in child's pose, arrange the arms so that the shoulders are relaxed. So that could mean drawing them further, farther apart, putting more bend in your elbows. Okay, and if you are staying for Shavasana, flip your body over and come into corpse pose, Shavasana pose. All right, so make sure that the arms are open wide, legs are open wide, chin is slightly tucked to the chest, and just release your body. Feel the weight of your body and feel the places in the back of your body where you're supported supported from below. Right? You've got your head supported at the back of your skull. Upper back is touching your mat. The arms, the lower back, the buttocks, heels. Let your body get even heavier and just drop it. Just drop it. And now it's almost as if the body shifts into a feeling of lightness. Just feel the body become light. And sense the energy within your body. Notice your breath. Go for that rib cage breath again. Feel that. Really pay close attention to the feeling of breathing with a very open rib cage. Yeah, stay there, stay there. Mind wanders, you get lost in thought, no problem. Just come back. Remember, it's not about controlling the thoughts or suppressing the thoughts. It's really about just not reacting to them. Just notice them and then decide to go back to relaxing. That's all. Just don't get hooked into the thought or judge yourself for having the thought or any of that. Most of the thoughts are random anyway, or they're out of your control. Just notice the rib cage breath, how what that feels like. Just be precise in your awareness. Really notice the sensations of breathing. And then try to shift your perspective. If you feel as if you're somewhere watching the breath, maybe from your head, for example, instead, try to really be right next to the breath and be the breath. Even if it's just for a few seconds, just feel as if you are the breath. Now let's move it to the belly. Instead of the rib cage, notice the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe. And in tonight's Shavasana, if you'd like to put a prayer and intention, Sankalpa in here, you can do that now. So that's also a thought, right? Which is a form of energy. But this isn't the type of random mind chatter. This is a very directed thought, forming a seed. Take that seed to your heart. Breathe into it. Next exhale, release it. And just simply relax your body and your mind. And just let the breath breathe your body. No control of the breath. Just witness your body breathing. All right, no hurry at all. Just making your transition. And then gently rolling to your right side. Knees tucked up into your chest, resting on your bicep, on your arm. And then very slowly and deliberately, one step at a time, very mindfully aware of the movements you make, bring yourself into seated pose. One little movement at a time. And bring your arms out to the sides, open wide. Inhale up above. Exhale, bring your mudra down to your heart. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much. I will see you hopefully next week for our last winter spring 2024 live stream. Thanks, everyone. Have a great Memorial Day weekend. Hopefully, I'll see you next Thursday.